Some years ago, an interview with Jim Carrey went viral, and what seemed like another funny moment back in 2014 might hold a deeper, more surprising meaning.
Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is.
But before we unravel the mystery behind that interview, let's take a quick tour through Jim Carrey's incredible career. Keeping it short, from laugh-out-loud classics like The Mask and Dumb and Dumber to thought-provoking hits like The Truman Show, Carrey's Hollywood journey has been anything but ordinary, full of twists, turns, and surprises. But was that interview a turning point that changed everything for him? Stay tuned as we find out. So grab your popcorn because we're about to dive into a wild ride that might change how you see the comedy legend forever. Ready? Let's get started. Reaching the peak of stardom, it felt like Jim Carrey was heading to a never-ending career, gaining different awards as he landed major roles. He held on to that top spot for quite some time, but as the track records show, everything went downhill when Jim Carrey decided to pull out a stunt, if you may say, in an interview with Jimmy Kimmel.
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
Watching the clip might seem like just another funny Jim Carrey moment with everyone laughing along as he keeps up his act. You can still find the video on Jimmy Kimmel's YouTube channel, but viewers quickly noticed something strange. Many people believe that the laughter was added to cover up what Jim was really trying to say and to stop any wild conspiracy theories. Since the show was live, they had to make it look like a joke, which seemed to work, at least if you only watched the clip and didn't see the reactions it got. But the mystery didn't stop there. The clip was soon banned on other social media platforms, leaving everyone scratching their heads and asking, what's really going on? But Jim Carrey didn't back down. Instead, he turned up the heat, continuing to reveal what he claimed was the dark side of the industry. The more he spoke out, the more curious people became about what he was really trying to say.
I'm sick of it. I want everybody to be in on the joke, man. You know what I mean? For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, when they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things and, you know, and you know, look at him trying to come it up. It's hilarious.
For those who have seen the movie Truman Show, it's a bit eerie to watch Jim Carrey say those words because it reflected the character that he once portrayed. A man who is seemingly trapped in a made-up society for entertainment, preventing him from the knowledge of the real world. Jim Carrey's journey to stardom began in 1984 with his first movie, Finders Keepers, where he played Corporal Lane Biddlecop. But it wasn't until the late 90s and early 2000s that his career truly skyrocketed. With hit after hit and awards piling up, Jim Carrey quickly became a household name, known for his incredible talent as a lead actor. His rise to fame was nothing short of spectacular. Right after his revelation about the industry in 2014, Jim's career heavily toned down. The interview with Jimmy Kimmel was supposedly a promotion of Dumb and Dumber, but it turned sideways and created a bad image for Jim in Hollywood. Some believed in Jim's words, but some viewed them as just mere conspiracies. Whether or not the rumors are true, Jim Carrey's career shows that Hollywood might not be too happy with the way he's been calling them out. This could explain why he took a break from 2017 to 2020, leaving fans wondering where he had gone. But then came the big news. Jim Carrey was back, starring as Dr. Robotnik in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. While the movie faced some backlash due to Sonic's original design, the problem was quickly fixed and fans couldn't wait to see Jim Carrey back on the big screen.
Are you in charge here?
Yes, I am.
Wrong. I'm in charge.
Is
Me.
Major
Ben charge.
As expected, Jim Carrey knocked it out of the park. His performance as Dr. Robotnik was spot on, reminding everyone that no one can play quirky, larger-than-life characters quite like him. Fans were thrilled, and his return made people forget about the years he'd been out of the spotlight. They just figured he was taking a well-deserved break like many do in Hollywood. But after Sonic the Hedgehog, Jim Carrey went quiet again for another 2 years, only to reappear in 2022 for the sequel, stepping back into the role that proved he still got it. You might wonder, why didn't Hollywood cut ties with Jim Carrey right after his bold stunt in 2014? Why wait until 2017 before he started fading from the spotlight? Well, that's the tricky part. If they had cut him off right away, it would have looked like they were trying to silence the whistleblower, which could have made things even worse. So instead, they let things cool down for a while, leaving us to speculate about the truth behind his words. The whole situation was like walking a tightrope. One wrong move, and it could have blown up even more. Throughout those recent years, it seemed like landing a lead role wasn't as easy as before for Jim Carrey. During an interview on Sonic the Hedgehog 2, where Jim played Dr. Robotnik, the actor once again shocked almost everyone, including the interviewer, with his statements.
Lovely thing. Well, I'm retiring, but
No.
yeah, probably.
Are you being serious or are you screwing with me?
I'm being fairly serious. Yeah.
Really? Why?
It depends. It depends if the Angels bring some sort of script that's written in gold ink that says to me that it's going to be really important for people to see. I might continue down the road, but I'm taking a break.
It seemed like the toxic and tough culture of Hollywood became too much for Jim Carrey, and the only thing that could bring him back was a script so amazing it would reignite his love for acting. There's no denying how much Jim Carrey shaped the world of comedy, with unforgettable characters that made us all laugh. Being offered roles with limited lines and less spotlight made him question his path. Maybe when Jim talked about needing a godly script, he was really saying that the roles he'd been offered just didn't live up to the incredible characters he used to play. As the interview went on, Jim Carrey opened up about his new outlook on life, explaining how he found a different kind of art where he could truly express himself. You could tell he meant every word, showing us the piece he discovered outside of Hollywood. Many of us might not realize the tough struggles actors face behind the scenes, whether it's dealing with conspiracies, political battles, issues like gender and race inequality. But one thing is clear, the toxicity in the industry is something no one can escape. Jim found a way out, and his story reminds us that there's more to life than just the spotlight. Life truly humbled Jim Carrey, and when he said, "I have enough, I've done enough, I am enough," it was clear he had faced some tough, unspoken battles behind the scenes. What made this moment even more powerful was that the interview wasn't scripted. The interviewer was clearly surprised, and her reactions showed she had no idea Jim was about to announce his sudden retirement. It was a raw and honest moment that gave us a glimpse of the real struggles Jim had been dealing with.
I feel you. I see that. And with everything going on, hey, Grand Slam baseball games, right? Art, making people
all
smile.
That matters.
You already
all
have.
That matters.
Still, credit goes to the interviewer for skillfully steering the conversation back on track, even though Jim's unexpected twist completely changed the mood of the interview. As the segment moved toward the end, Jim shared his final thoughts, leaving everyone with a moment they wouldn't forget. Jim Carrey wrapped up with a powerful message, saying that he believes he will keep making an impact on the world no matter what. He's sure that we all have a bigger effect on the world than we realize, and we don't need to have multiple talents to make a difference. The warmth in Jim Carrey's voice showed that he was in a much better place than before. His final words in the interview really made it clear how he feels about Hollywood. While there are rumors that he might return as Dr. Robotnik in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, it's obvious that Jim's heart is now set on a new path. He may have stepped away from Hollywood, but by finding himself and gaining peace in his life, it seems like it was a change for the better.
Well, I'm going to continue to be in the world no matter what, and we have more of an effect on the world than we know. We don't have to be multi-hyphenates to
We'd love to hear your thoughts on Jim Carrey's surprising journey and his bold statement. Do you think Hollywood really pushed him out, or was there more to his career shift than meets the eye? How do you feel about his new direction and the impact he's had on comedy? If you enjoyed this deep dive into Jim Carrey's career and revelations, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates on this and other fascinating stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.